Hi everyone, it's Coach Louisa, your law of assumption coach, your law of attraction coach, relationship coach, whatever you need to get out of life, I'm here to help you. So just please remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, everything to make this content to keep going on so I could continue to be here for you. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the stages of a dumper to the dumpee. And then if you want what they're going through while you're sitting at home heartbroken, and believe me, I'm there at this moment. I know how it feels, okay? And then we'll talk about law of assumption, and if you still want to manifest this person, get them back in your life, okay? So we're going to do that. This video is for any of you who have been dumped and you need a little clarification that why the person that you loved and invested all this time and energy into dumped you, okay? You have to understand it's the first stage that they're going to go through is relief. This is something that they've been wanting to do for a while. Unfortunately, it wasn't something that was overnight because they don't really want to hurt you. So they could possibly spend days, weeks, or even months thinking about this breakup before they actually do it. They end up thinking about the situation and what they like, and they sort of worsen what it is in their head just so they can make it feel like what they're doing and making this breakup something that they can do to help them feel better, because it's not something that they want to do. They really don't want to hurt you, but unfortunately their attraction for you at this point has dropped, because if they still had that chemistry and that feeling for you, they wouldn't really do it. So at this point the attraction dropped. They just want to get out of this relationship because they feel like that they're in something that they can't handle anymore, that they're overwhelmed, they feel pressure, maybe life has hit them too much, so they have to let this go. So they'll tell you that they don't love you, that they don't want to be with you, and all this stuff, and you have to give it to them, okay? You have to just let them have it, because you can't force them, because at this point, no matter what you're going to say, I tried, okay? It's not going to change their feelings, okay? With my situation, like, obviously I believe in the law of attraction and the law of assumption, so, but in my situation, it's what you think, and your primary thoughts are what's going to dominate things. So in my situation, I had a certain circumstance I had to deal with, and instead of focusing and affirming and doing what I want to do, I let the 3D reality take over me, and I was affirming the negative. So unfortunately it came to pass, and that's not something I wanted, which broke me. But I sat there and tried to win the person back, and I didn't do what I'm supposed to do, and I know what to do, but I'm only human and I have emotions. So instead of giving them their relief, letting them have what they want, I chased. And when you chase, it does only make matters worse. You need to go in no contact, because you have to give them what they want. They see that you're reacting responsibly, you're reacting like an adult, that they're like, oh wow, they're actually giving me the space. So you have to do that, trust me, because I called, I texted, I pleaded, I made myself sound pathetic and desperate, and it got me nowhere. So instead of giving them that time to let them heal those few weeks, I ended up losing that time because I was sitting there pleading. Instead of just going into myself and embodying what I want, I let the reality hit, and I went there freaking full force and chased after this person. Okay, so after they go through this whole relief stage, they're like, oh my god, I got this breakup done, I'm free now, I don't have this ball and chain holding me down, because yes, that's what they're thinking, okay? As much as they said they loved you before the breakup, at this point they're saying they don't love you, okay? So you have to understand it. So now they're in that honeymoon stage. They want to go play, they want to go do their own thing, they're out partying all the time, doing things that they normally don't do, or do what they did before you, out with their friends, drinking, partying, even getting into a rebound relationship. Somebody new, a friend of theirs that they had something with, right? And you have to just let them do it. You can't show that you're upset and bothered by it, okay? Because if they're in a rebound relationship and you want to go crazy on them and message them like I want to do, because I think mine's in a rebound relationship right now, I'm not doing it. Why? Because then it makes you look crazy and that you're insecure and you're jealous. Don't be, because that person is never going to replace you. No one is better than you, okay? The rebound relationship, they're just doing that because they cannot face the hurt, and they want to keep themselves so occupied that they are not thinking about you. So of course they're going to try to reenact that whole relationship with them. They post on Facebook how much they love the person, how great the person is, 3 freaking seconds after you split up, okay? And trust me, it means shit. I'm telling you right now. They just want to prove to everybody that the decision was right. They broke up with you because what they felt that they had to do, and now look at this, they got somebody else. Why do they need to sulk and cry over you? They're going to go out, take the pictures, post all this crap on social media that's going to make you crazy. So if it does, and you're letting the 3D get that much into your head, I suggest to unfriend. Or if you don't want to, because I didn't unfriend, but I had to unfollow, because if I saw one more post, I would have snapped, okay? And I don't want that 3D in my face, because I want to get rid of the old story and focus on the new story, and everything that didn't make us work out need to throw that shit in the garbage. Do you understand? So just let them have their fun. Let them go out there and think about like, oh, I'm the greatest gift in the world. Like, oh, look at me living it up. I'm having some drinks with my friends. Like, friends are going to keep them warm at night, right? Or they got a rebound. Like, that person's going to make them feel the same way you did. There's no way, because if they're human and unless they're a narcissist, if they're human and they genuinely had feelings for you, there's no way this new person is going to make them completely forget about you. As quickly as they fall into this relationship, as quickly as it unfolds, and as quickly as they fall in love, quickly they're going to fall out of love and see the faults in this person and start comparing that person to you and be like, what the fuck? Okay? Trust me. Now you have the third stage, which is grief. Grief, okay? Which is now that they're finally, settling down, money's running out, going out and hanging out with their friends and partying all the time is becoming redundant because it's, boring. And then they going back to their real life, what they do every single day, the mundane shit that they do every single day, waking up 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning for work, dealing with work, coming home to an empty house. That's if they're not with a rebound relationship, but forget the rebound, it's not gonna last. So anyway, they come home to an empty house. They come home thinking, remembering, oh wow, when I came home, so and so was here waiting for me. So and so had this ready for me to eat. So and so was there to listen to me, talk to me, tell me about my day. That is going to come back. Trust me, that is going to come back to them. They're gonna have this grief as long as you left them alone, because if you kept chasing after them and you're bothering them and calling them and sending texts and all this stuff, you didn't give them a chance to miss you. It's not going to set in, and they're going to be like, this person's always there, so whenever I'm ready, I'll just go back to them. And that's never going to happen, because they always have you on the back burner. So if you really do want to respect yourself, you have to stop. I ended up stopping. I realized if I'm going to keep chasing, it's going to keep running further away. So as much as I didn't want to, I stopped. So I ended up focusing on myself. You have to build your self-concept as well, which I'm going to talk about later. So your ex, the dumper, is going to end up second guessing their decision. Okay, so they're going to second guess the decision. They're going to be like, did I make a right decision? What did I do? Would I be able to fix this? They're going to have all these thoughts in their head. But like I said, that's if you leave them alone and you give them a chance to miss you, because you can't show desperation. Because when you're in their face, they're going to be like, wow, this person's like in my ass. Like, they're not leaving me alone. Don't do it, okay? Because if you show the respect for yourself and you leave them alone, you give them a chance to miss you, you show them that you're respecting the decision, and basically shows them you have self-love and self-worth, that you're not going to chase them because you know you're better than that. If this person doesn't want you, somebody else will want you, because you're worthy, you're wonderful, you can get everything that you desire, okay? If this person doesn't want to give it to you, fuck that, okay? So you have step 4, where they reconsider their decision, because after they're second guessing, they're going to start reconsidering the situation, the decision and everything like that. They're going to be like, was the relationship really as bad as I made it out to be in my head? Because as time passes, all the negative things, as long as the relationship wasn't abusive, okay? I'm talking about actual, real good relationships, because some of you people, I'm being honest, want to manifest people back that cheated on you, beat you, was on drugs the whole time, barely was even in there. So if you want to manifest that kind of person back, I will help you, but honestly, you should just want better for yourself. But this is for people that were in true relationships with everything was mostly good, and there was no cheating. And if there's cheating, okay, shit happens, we're all human. But if it wasn't constant and you really regret the cheating, okay? So anyway, they do reconsider it, but it could go one of two ways, okay? Once they reconsider this, so so step 4 is reconsidering the relationship. They're sitting there like, okay, was it as bad as I thought it would be? All the bad things seem to fall out, and they just focus on the positives of the relationship, all the things they did with you that they enjoyed. They're like, oh, we did this together, we spent time with the family, we did all these holidays together, and you guys shared so many intimate moments together that the other person that they started seeing didn't replace it, or they didn't find this, if they didn't go on a rebound, they just been alone, and after hanging out with their friends, it just got boring and doing all those things. So after stage 4, where they're gonna reconsider the relationship, reconsider coming back and everything like that, you get to stage 5, where it has 2 variations. They either come to you or they don't. So if they reach out to you, by all means, you got what you wanted, they reached out, or they just simply do not reach out. And if they simply do not reach out, then just let them be, unless you want to manifest them back, which we'll talk about. But if they do reach out to you, the ball's in your court. Now, you are the operant power right there. You have what you want. You control the stuff now. The ball is in your court. If they reach out to you, you're going to talk to them. You're going to discuss the relationship. Don't sound too needy. If they send a text, hey, you say hey back. Don't off the bat, as soon as you get, hey, oh my God, I love you, I miss you, blah, 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 and all that stuff. No. Got to take things slow, because you don't want to scare them off, because if they see you're going to rush into all this emotion and bring things back, you might scare them off. unless they wear their emotion on the sleeve like you do. But it depends on your attachment style. Just don't respond to the text going off crazy and showing that you're all this time instead of growing time that you were apart. So you don't want to make it look like you're needy and all excited if they say hi, and then you just shoot off with all your emotions. Because you have to understand, it depends on who you're dealing with. Usually you have an anxious attachment style like me. I'm very anxious, okay? And then you have an avoidant attachment style, which is my ex. Very avoidant. Because if my ex was anxious like me, we wouldn't have been split up this long. Because when you're anxious, you're all worried. You want to be with your person who you love instead of just sitting there and not really showing emotion and not really caring. So you have to understand that. So especially if they're an avoidant, just don't go there. Don't even bombard them. Just let it be. So if they don't come back, it's what they want. They chose not to reach out to you, even though they want to be with you. But by this point, they probably think you're mad at them, or they just realize you guys are on different paths, different pages, and they don't want what you want. And unfortunately, you have to let it be. So that's on the relationship side. That's the psychology side that relationship coaches tell you, because they're not focusing on manifestation. A lot of relationship coaches, because I'm doing both, but a lot of relationship coaches believe that people have free will. But when you're in law of attraction and a law of assumption, people conform to you. They do not have free will, and I'm believing that my person does not have free will, okay? Because what I want, I will have, because what you want and what you desire is what you're going to get. You ask and you receive it. You just got to let the universe deliver it to you as long as you have faith and it's coming from inside you and in your core, okay? This is how the law of assumption works. Basically, if you assume something is real, you embody that and you change your core beliefs and you say those assumptions over and over and over, and you're like, so-and-so loves me, then so-and-so does love you, okay? Because your assumptions become real and the 3D does not matter, and that person eventually conforms to you, okay? So after all these stages of breakup and everything like that, you want to get into the whole manifestation, and you got to sit there and really think about it though, because I was going back and forth with this too, because why do I want to invest more time and invest in someone and spend my days affirming, my days visualizing, my days scripting for someone that chose to leave me? Do you really want to put all the effort into somebody who chose to leave you? Or just let it go and let the universe naturally, without you taking control of it, bring you somebody who is better? But a lot of us get attached like me, okay? Have the anxious attachment style that I don't want someone else. I want this specific person at this time, because people change, and one day we wake up wanting one thing and another day we wake up wanting something else. But at this moment, I want this specific person. So I'm doing my manifestations and my affirming and everything that I need to do. And you guys could do the same thing, okay? You need to embody it and just assume what's in your heart, in your mind, in your soul is your reality, okay? If you assume that, I don't know, the sky is not blue, you assume that it's green in your reality, okay? So you have to assume that the person that you were with, they're your mirror image, okay? And that will come to pass, because everybody is you pushed out. That's what Neville says. So the way you think and the way you walk through life, everybody conforms to you. So if you believe someone doesn't love you and is not treating you right, that's what comes out, okay? And you believe in those negative things, that's what the universe is going to give you. You need to trick your subconscious mind and believe the opposite. Believe what you want to come out. Say, I'm loving. I'm worthy of this healthy relationship. I am worthy of having this person with me 24/7. Okay, I am worthy of this person desiring me. They love me. They can't function without me. They think about me morning, noon, and night. They desire me. You say this enough and you do all the tools and everything that you need to have this done, and you do it persistent and you do it with full belief in the core of your heart, the person can conform to you. They will conform to you. There's just a few different techniques you have to do. If you want to affirm, which works the best, it's repetitive, you do that all the time. And if you have a negative thought, you just switch up and you do the affirmations again. So it's like I just said. And you have to speak in the present tense as if you already have it, okay? Don't speak for future. You got to speak like now, like I am in this loving relationship. I am all this person desires, okay? I am worthy of this relationship. I am worthy of being committed to. I am beautiful. I am wonderful. You also have to build up your self-concept. You need to take your specific person off that pedestal, okay, and bring yourself up. Because right now they're up here and you're down here. You're never going to get your person. You need to be where you're even, because you are your main important person in your life. You can't let the person who loved you, that left you, be the main thing in your life. Because if you can't love yourself, how do you expect someone else to love you? So you need to build up your concept before you can even start affirming for this person. Once you love yourself and know how great and worthy you are, and how tasty you are, and desired, and how delicious you are, you bring that up. The energy that you're putting out there is going to bring your specific person back, and can bring even other specific people. It might even be better than your specific person. You can manifest 5 if you want. Bring them back, change them, because you could change them too. If there are things about them you didn't like, though, you want them to have more money, be more affectionate, more desirable towards you, and everything like that, you could have that. You can be picture like, so and so, my specific person is working harder, has a better paying job. Since the other job they were being lazy and didn't have a better paying job, or if they weren't affectionate, right, and you want to change that. My specific person is so affectionate, all they do is hug me and kiss me, tell me how beautiful I am. You want them to text you more because they weren't texting you like crazy before. My specific person's texting me 24/7. They just cannot stop thinking about me. You need to just train your mind and change everything there. So that's how you do all this affirming, living in the moment, living in the now, absorbing all that, embodying all of that, knowing how wonderful you are. You do that self-concept. You move on from that self-concept to doing the affirmations for your specific person, and then you're there. Also, a tool that you should do in the morning before you wake up, when you're in that stage of the, of your sats, you should do gratitude before you even do everything else. So, to wake up in the morning, gratitude, tell God, source, whatever you believe in, the universe, and say, I am so grateful for waking up another day. I'm so grateful for the warmth of this bed. I'm so grateful for my family, for my friends, for my job, for the food on the table, for my healthy organs, for everything you could think of. Just be grateful and speak in the now. And then if you want your specific person, you add that in the now and say, I'm grateful also for the relationship that you're giving me. I'm grateful for so and so, whatever your specific person name is, you put it there. I'm grateful for this relationship, for this love, for this complete, true, nurturing, loyal relationship. Okay? And then you say thank you. You have to always say thank you. With that gratitude, always say thank you. And then you always say it's done. And then you do that, the gratitude, then you do your affirmations, self-concept affirmation, then you do the one for your specific person, and then you say that is done as well. So another tool, besides affirming, you could also do, and sorry if I was repeating myself when I was talking about the affirmations, but again, I'm only human and I'm not working off a script, so I'm just talking from my heart. So anyway, so after affirming, I gave you those tools. You could also do visualization. When you visualize it and you see a scene, that makes you feel it more. And if you're perfectly using your 5 senses, then that makes the visualization come back even better than what it is. I'm okay with it. Each time I visualize, I'm trying to get better. So don't think there's something wrong with you if you can't throw in smell or taste or anything like that. As long as you could maybe hear, as long as you could see it, and it doesn't have to be 100% clear. Just visualize what you want. You do this when you're waking up in the morning too, when you have your whole routine after gratitude, and then you can throw in the affirmations and the visualization to there. Or you do middle of the day, you have to do something too, morning, noon, and morning, afternoon, and night. So you just visualize it. The more senses you put in there, the better. But just visualize what you want, and again, picture as if it's happening now. So let's say you want to get married to your specific person. You see yourself in a wedding dress underneath that altar, exchanging your I do's, and then you just kiss each other, and you put that in a 5 to 10 second loop over and over and over, because your subconscious mind only gets things when you keep repeating it over and over and over to bring that into your reality. Or if you want that new car, so you can visualize that car. You want that new car, see yourself driving that new car. You want to have $1 million in your bank account, visualize yourself with a bank account that has $1 million in it. Just keep looping it, 5 to 10 seconds, over and over and over. That's it. Visualization isn't even something so difficult. But if a lot of you don't feel comfortable doing it because you feel like you can't see it clearly, you're not hearing anything or anything like that, you could also do scripting. Okay, this is my last tool I'm going to give you, because I'm sorry that this video is long, but I just wanted to tell you so much in one, and I wanted to put in the whole breakup situation and the whole manifestation of bringing the SP back in one video. So I wanted you to see from both sides what they're going through and then what you can do to change things. But anyway, there's also scripting. Scripting is basically writing. It's like a diary of what you want, though. Not what happened. It's a diary of what you're feeling and that you're embodying and that what you want in the now. So And then now you're going to say, you want your specific person? I am so happy that we are in a great relationship. Today we did so and so. We went to dinner and it was nice and romantic. My specific person planned this out. I didn't even have to do anything for it. And you just basically write out the story that you want, and you feel it and you believe it, and just write it step by step, because you write every detail of what you want, it's going to unfold that way, because the universe is going to have a better idea of what you want. And you just basically script it out. And that's a great tool, which I enjoy doing midday. I do that because the writer in me likes to write, and I could see it, and then I read it back to myself, and it makes me feel good. So you just write everything of what you want out of that relationship, which is a beautiful thing. Like it's nice, and you get everything out on paper, and then you can always refer back to it afterwards and just read it before you go to bed. So scripting is a nice thing. So I gave you a few. Oh, there's also SATs, state akin to sleep, which I spoke about briefly in the beginning, but that's when you're in a relaxed state and you're about to fall asleep, and you're in your center and you're in your core, and you just put that loop, that visualization that you had, you put it on the loop, and you just do it over and over, and just fall asleep to that, or in the morning as you're waking up, you wake up to that. I hope this video was helpful, and like I said at the beginning, if you liked it, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, all that stuff that every YouTuber tells you because they want to, get out there. Just do what you got to do. Don't want to sound annoying, but everybody does it, and you just got to remind people, because some people just watch the video and then just close it. So I want to try to be one of those coaches that could keep being out there to help the community. Thank you. Have a great day. Ciao.